Hooked up. Hooked up. Just saw the bobber go under. We're fishing for some channel cats in here. We got something on here. He's peeling a little drag. We're working 6-pound test line, fiberglass rod with our catfish bobbers. Oh, you want to know? Those of you want to know what the catfish bobbers are like? Here we go. We got something here. First catch of the day. A little blue looks like. Oh gosh, look at, he is full. Oh, maybe a channel. There we go. Look at him. See, there's that bobber. See, all right, there's that bobber. Channel cat bobber. You know, sometimes I wish I had my camera on, but I only have so much space. So there's our first little channel cat bobber here. And get our a little bit better view of him. Now, he'll eat. This little guy will eat. He'll eat. See him? He's full. Yeah, quit your croaking. Now, I forgot my daggum pliers. And I was at the Wally. Well, I should have gone to the Wally World, but I forgot my daggum pliers. And but there we go. First catch of the day, and we're doing pretty well here. And that'll eat. This is what we're looking for. This is what I call eating size channel catfish. This will eat. This guy will eat. Okay. And you know, he's been eating too. So we gotta, you know, and so yeah, quit your croaking. We gotta get him. I should have got my pliers. I, you know, you go fishing, you're always forgetting something, right? It's like, how in the world did I forget that, or this, or whatever, right? And we're running CJ's catfish bait. Yeah, we are definitely gonna have to get some. He's hooked, he's bleeding. All right. Out. This is on that crazy, you know, quadrax hook that I make. As you can see, he bent it like nothing. So I'm going to go get us some real treble hooks here. But hey, it caught him. Caught a fish. And he'll eat. So guess where he's going? See there? He'll eat. That's a good eating size channel. Looks like she's still laying eggs too. Still got some eggs in her. Female looks like. Still got eggs, I guess. Yes, you can make some nice long casts with these bobbers, especially with the wind working with you. But what you're doing is casting it off in there and just kind of letting it drift. But hooked up again. Man, I gotta really, it's hard to work the camera because, you know, it's, when I see that bobber go, I set the hook so fast, and, you know, the camera becomes an afterthought sometimes. I usually have my drag set pretty light. I don't reel so fast. I just, and there he goes right there, you know, he kind of hanging out. Look at there. So here we go, catching channel cats, man. Just, you know, catching these little channel cats with the cheese bait. 6-pound test line now. 6-pound test line. 6-pound test line. Oh, look at there. He's gotten tangled all up in the line. Oh, hate that, buddy. Sorry, buddy. I know that hurts your eyes. But anyway, I mean, again, nice eating size channel catfish. That's all I care about catching, eating size. I mean, fish sandwiches, man. We, you know, remember my hometown, a little restaurant called Strong Brothers, man. They used to, you know, fish sandwiches all the time. Fish sandwiches. Now look at there. So again, that's that quadrax hook. As battered and tattered as it is now. We're gonna have to go get us some pliers or something, you know. And dadgummit, buddy. But anyway, and I'll work on that a little bit later. There's a just nice eating sized channel cats. Eat sized. You know. We're running the CJ's punch bait, shad flavor, the original or whatever. And we catching these little channel cats on this little crazy little 5-6 weight fly rod that's rigged up with a spinning reel with 6-pound test line. The way I look at it, if all you're eating is catching eating-sized channel catfish, then why do I ever need anything more than, you know, 6-pound test line? I understand they get wrapped up and stuff. You know, the 12-pound might be better, but all right, there we go. It's that Quadrax hook, and it's just all mangled, and it just ain't doing nothing. But it's catching them. We're catching them, so we're going to keep on going here, folks. And that, again, this bobber it works. I mean, it's just, I mean, I wish I could just leave the camera on. I just don't have enough memory on this little camera just to keep it running all the time. So as I catch them, that's when I flip on the camera after I've hooked them and they're reeling them in. That's what you're seeing, and so and that's what we're going with. So so we'll get us some little cheese bait here. We're just rolling on up with cheese bait. And there we go. Show you how they cast out here on the river. Just see, we're hooked up again. I mean, I'm telling you, folks. I mean, these bobbers work. Peel and drag, not light little fly rod. We're just kind of casting. I always keep a light drag with this little 6-pound test line, and I don't reel so fast. I think he just came off. Didn't have him hooked well. Yep, he came off. Didn't have him hooked well, but he was on there. You guys heard the drag peeling. You just got to keep your eyes on that bobber. We'll see if we can get him with this little drift here. Again, I don't have much memory on this particular camera. It's time to upgrade the memory card in this little camera so we can just turn it on and leave it on. But again, these bobbers work. Let me kill it, and I'll get back with you when we catch another one. Hooked up, another little channel. That'll eat. Ain't nothing wrong with a catfish like that, man. Actually, this is a little blue, looks like to me, but you'll catch blues sometimes. I switched hooks. I was getting some bites, but not hooking up well. Yeah, that's a channel. Sometimes the blues and the channel get confusing, but so I switched hooks to I had a number 4 Quadrax. I put it down to a number 8. But he took it. Again, that'll eat. That'll eat. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not catching monsters. I'm catching food for the freezer. And that'll eat. There's another little channel. You know, it's just so sensitive. That long stem gives you the leverage. I mean, you can tell if he's hitting it from the side, if he's coming up from the bottom, if it's just the wind or whatever. And they just take it, and I'm really liking this bobber more and more. And this is kind of the original. I found that the mid-body design is my favorite because it's right there on the balance point, and it's even more sensitive. And you're croaking. Well, you are going in the cooler, my friend. We've hooked up again, folks. We've hooked up. He's not giving much. Got my drag a little bit tighter than it has been. Well, he is doubling that fly rod over, boy. 5-6 weight fly rod blank. Makes for some fun fighting action, boy. And there he goes. You can see this water is very clear. So, you know, again, I ain't got no... Again, nice eating sized channel catfish. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna... And see... Eat sized. Again, eat sized. Eat sized. Eat sized. Catfish sandwiches. I mean, that's on, again, on that number 8 Quadrax. Again, I mean, I wish I could keep the camera rolling, but you see it, all right? The bobbers, it's catching them, you know. Dadgummit, I wish I had my dadgum, I wish I had my dadgum, I wish I had my pliers. Yeah, I know it, buddy. All right. Eat sized. Eat sized. Okay? Eat sized. Catfish sandwiches. I mean, good to go. You know, we're gonna keep on fishing. We're starting to get a little bit of a mess here. May need to get me some water because it's getting a little warm out here. All right, we're gonna bait back up and get back at them. Again, this is CJ's catfish bait we're using. You know, this is the original shad flavor, I think. It's got a bunch of different flavors, but you know, all you do is load it up, you punch it in, you load it up. They call it punch bait in Texas. I don't know if I said this already, but Alabama we call this, I think we just call it cheese bait, you know. Hooked up again, hooked up again, hooked up again. I mean, you see the bobber there? I mean, it's just free flowing. Catfish doesn't seem to really care. I mean, you know, it's just eat sized, eat sized. Catfish sandwiches. You keep hearing me say that over and over, but it's the truth. And he's been eating too. He's full. He's about to puke up. All right. As a kid, I was always scared of catfish. As a kid, I was always scared of holding catfish because I got plugged real bad one time. Then my dad showed me how to hold them, and still doesn't change the fact that, you know, you still think about it. Dang, ow! And the hook got me that time. When you're catfishing, it's always good to making too much noise now. Catfishing is always good to keep your some pliers around, channel lock, no, needle nose type pliers, whatever. You know, he wasn't hooked all that crazily, but again, eat sized, eat sized. You know. Let's look at the count here now. I don't know how many that is, but it's a nice little. We're gonna bait back up and put on back out and catch some more. A little bit too far out now. We're hooked up again. Oh man, oh, he's pissed. He's pissed. Little damselflies always around you fishing. He's not wanting to come up either. Ho 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 ho. He's not peeling much drag because I got the drag pretty tight on here right now. There he comes. Loosen the drag some. He's pulling pretty hard. See how clear that water is? I'll play him. Just to get a good view of the bobber. I lost the bobber actually. It pulled off and just floated on down the river instead of uprooting. And I said, we got biting fish. I ain't gonna leave biting fish. You see, I keep a bunch of them with me. The way you can re-rig real fast and not have to worry about it. Oh, he's tangled up pretty badly. Oh, he came off just right there. In fact, he was just foul hooked. Folks, I'm telling you. Eat sized. How many times I gotta say that? Eat sized channel catfish. Not a problem. We may just head on to the house now because I got to get on to the old day job. You guys know how that goes. And there we got a little mess there. You know, eat size channel catfish. Alright. I don't know how many that is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. It's about 6 or 7 maybe. And so we're doing pretty well. Get them on the ice there. Alright, we're going to call it quits. I lost my gear. Got hung up in the trees. And I got to get ready to go to the old day job. So, but anyway, you know, these bobbers work, folks. I mean, I'm sorry I couldn't get the photos of me seeing the bobbers go down, but it's kind of hard for me to do that. And I'm here to catch fish, not show people catching fish. Right? These work. I mean, check out my eBay page. Check out my, and I've got several auctions on there, several packages where you can buy them, 3 of them, or you can buy them 1 at a time, or you can buy 12 packs if you want. These are all made by hand, custom made, and they do catch channel catfish. Channel catfish bobbers by Black Warrior Lures, man. Get you one because it's a sensitive float that will catch you more fish.